Fisherman heading out to Tarpon Springs for dry dock. Captain Brian at the wheel. Got new injectors, new intercoolers, new heat exchangers, lots of new systems, new AC system downstairs. You'll notice there is no smoke behind that boat. Some refreshed engineering definitely cured a lot of our smoke and exhaust issues on the Florida Fisherman, which is going to be nice. And that increased air conditioner capacity downstairs is also going to be nice this summer in 2021. So the Florida Fisherman is off to dry dock. We're going to pull it out of the water. Going to be painting. Got the Coast Guard inspection. Going to be working on some finer down here at Hubbard's Marina to see that first phase of dry dock complete. Stay tuned to see the video of the Florida being hauled out of the water. Going to be exciting to watch that big boat come out of the water.
Brian here. Dylan wanted me to film a maintenance day, so here I'm just getting started. Tools for me today, a couple of pipe wrenches and some standard wrenches. An alarm go off on the transmission on a half day with Captain Frank the other day, high pressure. Still struggling, trying to diagnose the problem. We changed the filter, cleaned the sending unit, checked the fluid, still getting high pressure on the digital gauge. So we hooked up a manual gauge and the pressure was high, so I took the manual gauge over to the motor on the other side of the boat and hooked it up just to check the gauge. And the other one was good, running about 280. This one's over 300 and went to 400. So today we hook the manual gauge back up on here and do a couple more tests. Bypass the transmission oil cooler and test it, see if there's a restriction in there, and maybe a hydraulic line has collapsed. Anyway, let's get down in there and take a look. And there's the little generator. Anyway, all right, this big old transmission right here. That's the sending unit. We'll take that off, plug in a mechanical gauge right here, and that's the oil cooler, this big piece here. Disconnect these lines, this line and that line, hook those two together and try it. Maybe there's a obstruction in there. Maybe these lines have got an obstruction in them. Anyway, that's what we're at today. Let me go find my pressure gauge. Okay, I found the gauge. That'll hook right up on that transmission. Get back down in the hole. Look at this baby. V12 Caterpillar. Twin turbos, got a turbo on both sides. Yes, sir. Doesn't get any better than that. All right, well, I hope that's on me. Anyway, unplug this sending unit. That's the electrical oil pressure gauge. I got a brake loose up here. Don't twist the wire. You don't mess up that wire. Easier if that was on a swivel. Got the mechanical gauge hooked up, coming off the back of the transmission pump right here, and put a zip tie on it. So I hung it up here where I can see it. Now I'm gonna break loose this line right here and that line right there, and tie those two together. And use this big pipe wrench right here. All right, guys. Break these two lines loose here. Already had that one loosened up. Go to this one. That's nice, those swivels. Probably gonna make a mess. Get an oil soak up here. Try to catch some of it. Okay, good deal. That one after that. Dang it. Alright, well, these lines have been hot and cold a few times. Not sure I'm going to be able to get them to union together here. We'll figure something out. I guess I'm going to have to move my pressure gauge. Okay, I had to run to Goodyear. Got it all bolted back together. There's my pressure gauge hanging off the back of the pump. The two hoses are unioned together right there. I bypassed that transmission oil cooler. Maybe it's got a clog in it. Getting ready to fire this motor up and check for pressure. Hopefully that's the problem and we can just yank that cooler off of there and get that serviced. All right, while I'm doing all this, now the guys are doing transmission oil changes. So they got the pump hooked up to the tranny. They're gonna be pumping the oil out. They've got that motor running right now. Get that oil warm, it'll come back out of there a little easier. Well, always something going on here at Hubbard's. Captain Frank, he's over on this boat, still trying to blow sand out, keep the sand out of here. Is that a problem?